My name is Michael Ladden. I am currently driving more than 220,000 miles around the world in my 1979 Mercedes Unimog and custom-built overland expedition trailer. This is my story.
All right, today is Monday, April 19th, and I am sitting here in beautiful New England. It is a gorgeous afternoon here in Massachusetts, and I wanted to touch base with you guys because I know it's been a little while since you've heard from me, and there's a lot of big news going on in my world and Drive the Globe. I'm going to cut right to the biggest news is, and I will address this and fill you in on what's going on, but the Mercedes Unimog and the overland expedition trailer behind me are for sale. So before I get to talking about that, and there's a lot of news, let me answer the first question. No, the around the world trip is not over. I am on day 300 of living in this setup full time. And yes, I am mad scrambling behind the scenes. In fact, behind the camera, you can't see this, is a new vehicle that is going to replace this. But before I get to that, it's been a while, a couple months actually, since I last checked in and kind of gave you what was going on with the trip. And I know because there's been so much going on behind the scenes, I've kind of been not so good with the Insta stories and updating people, and I've gotten emails and messages, hey Mike, you're ghosting us, you're gone black, what's going on? So the last time, like I said, I checked in, I was down in Florida, and since then, I traveled around the Gulf Coast, as far west as Mississippi and New Orleans, and then I've made my way back up the East Coast slowly to where I currently sit. So this is a little sort of glimpse into what's happened the last couple months.
I was watching you watch the sun come up, vintage t-shirt and worn through high times. These nights taste like gold, sweet with obsession. Show me something new as each morning comes. We wear out the night like we wear our clothes, dancing right through the fire while we watch it glow, singing our anthem as we give up our ghosts as a new morning comes through the windows. We're riding on new lines, burning right through the pain, tearing past all the lies. You're wearing out my name, we wear our problems underneath our clothes like supermodels, like superheroes. It's coming over now, a tidal wave crash down, a harmony appears that only we can hear, a supersonic crash. You wanna feel like us, it's our forever song, young in America. Under your influence, a full moon waxing now. I couldn't see it until you showed me how. Feels like we're insane. We blame it all on love, so saturated. Still we can't get enough. We wear out the night like we wear our clothes.
Alabama it is, right here. It's cold, way too cold for Alabama. All right, so tonight I'm going to change it up a little bit. My mom used to make me a birthday cake, orange cake with chocolate frosting every year. And under the circumstances, I'm not sure why, but I'm going to attempt to do that here in my oven. And you can see, there it is. it's cooking, but it's really cold out here in Alabama, and the oven is not really quite getting to the temperature that it should be. So we'll see what happens. I will let you know how it comes out. We're gonna do a shot here. All right, we're doing a shot. We don't know why. It's your birthday. Oh yeah, it's my birthday. Yeah, these guys. These guys are good.
Don't hold back. Tonight is all we have. The sky is going black. So come with us. Don't hold back. Tonight is all we have. The sky is going black. So come with us. Don't hold back. Tonight is all we have. The sky is going black. So come with us. Don't hold back. Tonight is all we have. The sky is going black. So come with us. It's coming over now. A tidal wave crashed down. A harmony appears that only we can hear. A supersonic crash. You wanna feel like us. It's our forever song. Young in America. It's coming over me. Electric symphony. Every night on fire. A neon masterpiece. A supersonic crash. You wanna feel like us. It's our forever song. Young in America.
So the Mercedes Unimog and the Overland Expedition trailer are for sale. So what does that mean for the across the world trip? What does that mean for me going forward? Let me answer those questions right now. Number one, 300 days on the road. I continue to live on the road, and I will continue to do so in the vehicle that is directly behind this camera. I am kind of mad scrambling in preparation for the sale of this and moving into that setup. And I am filming it, so you will be seeing a, quote, total overland truck build. I'm filming it from beginning to end, so you will see that in progress, and I have been doing that. The next question is, why? Well, the quick answer to that is the pandemic. The pandemic has, let's just say, it's put a pause on the trip from a standpoint of, right now, really, I should be in Central or South America, and here I am sitting in New England. And that's obviously wasn't planned. Nothing's been planned. And who knew that I was going to be doing a sort of a East Coast trip from New England to Florida, around to the Gulf Coast, and then back up. And just when I said that it's gorgeous out, it starts to sprinkle on me. You know, this is New England. This is, anyways. But what's going to happen from here? Who knows? I'm expecting the borders to reopen at some point. And the question, I guess, that most of you are going to probably have is, you know, parting with this Unimog that I've owned for, you know, more than 12 years now, and the Overland Expedition Trail that I built. Yeah, it's just kind of a sad day. It's going to be tough. I'm going to miss it. But like I said, the pandemic has sort of put a reset on this whole thing, and it's given me some time to think. And my 11 months on the road, I've realized a couple things. One, this setup, and the reason that I'm really looking forward to a new build and I'm switching vehicles largely centers around my comfort. And living full-time on the road, I've realized two things. One, I need more space. And I know that sounds funny because this is a big setup. But what I mean by more space is probably more efficiently used space for somebody that's going to be full-time. If you were going out for several weeks or, doing a weekend thing, this is a great setup. But what I found with the trailer particularly is some of the setup and takedown when I'm moving around and not staying in one location for that long has become a little bit of a challenge. But probably the most important reason is the goal has always been to travel with somebody and having a co-pilot or somebody to share the adventure with. And what I found is that this is really a setup for one person on a long-term basis. So that is sort of the motivation behind the new vehicle. And I will say that I have discovered many things about this setup that have been actually better than I had expected. And there's very few things that I don't like, but it is enough, and given the time and the sort of unfortunate circumstance that I have with extra time on my hands, waiting for the world sort of to reopen, gives me an opportunity to do a build where I'm basing my build on experience that I've firsthand had being on the road for that length of time. And that's something that I didn't really have the advantage of. I've taught a class the last couple of years choosing the perfect vehicle for your adventure at the Overland Expos. And what I always tell people is kind of what I'm telling myself right now. There is no perfect vehicle. And I think I mentioned this probably many videos ago, that the across the world trip isn't based on this truck or that trailer. It's always been about the adventure, exploring, meeting people, seeing other cultures, bringing experience back to you guys at home. It's never been about the vehicle. So the fact that I'm changing vehicles, and by the way, if you followed me over the years, this actually is the second orange vehicle that I've had. And a lot of people don't even know I switched from a Land Rover forward control to the Unimog. They look so similar. And yes, to answer that question, yes, that truck is orange. So in any case, that's sort of what's going on. And I know it's big news. I did want to get this out there before the auction goes up on Bring a Trailer for this setup, so people weren't shocked. And kind of update you on what's been going on here in the Drive the Globe world. And I know what you're probably waiting for is, so Mike, what is the new truck and what is it all about? And for that, you will have to stay tuned for the next episode. Have a great day, folks.
Thanks for watching this video. If you like what we're doing, be sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the truck and tree symbol to your right. Once again, thanks and hope to see you soon.